Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to 2023 and back to my channel. I figured I would start off this year with two little mini reviews slash recommendations here for two titles that I just recently watched earlier this week, which I feel are worth checking out. But before we begin, if you are new here and you enjoy this content, please give me a little thumbs up and be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell icon to get notifications for when I put up new content. So it really does help out quite a bit. Okay. So let's hop into this one here for these two titles, the first of which is Blood Relatives, which was released in 2022 exclusively to Shudder. The synopsis for which is as follows. A vampire's loner lifestyle is thrown into disarray when a teenager shows up claiming to be his daughter, and she's got the fangs to prove it. On a road trip across America's blacktops, they decide how to sink their teeth into family life. Now, the interesting thing about this one is what is, kind of slowly revealed throughout a different backstory, things getting to know both of these characters and as they get to know each other. And honestly, it turns out to be a bit more, at its heart, like a family drama, like a family reunion of sorts. A typical story of a father learning that he has a kid and needing to know kind of how to be a parent. With one caveat, the vampirism. Now, it plays more like that family drama that I mentioned, but with a bit of dark comedy thrown on top of it via this whole vampire angle. I really enjoyed this one, though. I felt it did kind of end a bit abruptly, but honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing maybe like a little 6-episode miniseries of these characters, because I would love to see, what they could do with them going forward, and I feel that everybody did a great job. Especially Noah Segan, who, I enjoyed his work. He had a small role in Knives Out. And upon putting this little video together, I also found out that he's also the writer and director of this film. So he did a great job, and that one's worth checking out. And next up, we have Sissy, which is also released in 2022 and exclusively to Shudder. The synopsis for Sissy is as follows. Teen best friends Cecilia and Emma, after a decade, run into each other. Cecilia is invited on Emma's bachelorette weekend, where she gets stuck in a remote cabin with her high school bully with a taste for revenge. So yeah, I think it's more like middle school, but at any rate, this one was, I think you'll find it really interesting if you've spent a lot of time on social media, especially if you've become familiar with any influencers and how they present themselves online versus how they are in the real world. It's very tense and very dramatic at points, and at times it kind of just builds towards something eventually getting very violent and even gory in some scenes. All these actions kind of, keep you guessing as to how they're going to continue through the story, what's going to unfold next, and where it will eventually end up. Aisha D, who plays Cecilia, is absolutely amazing, as is Emily De Margheriti, who plays the mentioned bully, just to perfection. This film actually brought me to a point where I was feeling very uncomfortable watching everything unfold, especially watching the bullying through the flashbacks and through some of the stuff that was happening currently. But, as well as also seeing kind of like how Cecilia's peers kind of handle her being bullied in front of them as, a grown woman. But, yeah, it's really a crazy ride and was definitely worth checking out. So there are my two little quick reviews there for Blood Relatives and for Sissy. Both are currently available on Shudder as originals that they've acquired to the service, so head on over and check them out if they sound interesting. Hopefully you'll find enjoyment in checking those out like I did. And speaking of checking out, thanks for checking out this quick little two little mini reviews and recommendations here. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell icon, and I will see you in the next one.